Hello there everyone, this is the Master Chief 1, and welcome to my Donkey Kong 64 Let's Play 1080p, 50 ammo, 2 Melon, no instrument upgrade run, part number 10. As in this part, I actually finally get my first ever golden banana with Chunky Kong on Donkey Kong Isles. But first thing is first, we will quickly switch into Lanky Kong for this next part. And play that trombone again. Squawk! Look what I found for you, Lanky. It's one of Cranky's special barrels, Brock. And with this we reveal a Diddy Kong jet barrel balloon that's useful for getting Diddy Kong, 2 of Diddy Kong's golden bananas when it comes to Donkey Kong Isles. And now we will almost proceed. Now we will proceed on to getting at last that golden banana I mentioned before for Chunky Kong and his first ever one as he throws another boulder off a platform. Squawk! I found another banana, Chunky Brock! And with that, we have another banana down. And now it's time to enter Angry Aztec and finally complete a golden banana we did not get before. As Diddy Kong bangs his head against some gongs one last time. And hurting your head again. And with that, revealing another bonus barrel challenge. And now using Tiny Kong. And I decided to skip the conversation between Wrinkly Kong because I didn't really care about it. I think I've already done it before. Yeah, with her, it's alright. And trying to glide to this bonus barrel challenge due to the little bit of the awkward camera angles can make it a bit tricky to get this one. But I will eventually get in there. And finally I got in there. I don't remember if I mentioned this one. I think I did, yeah. Never mind. Okay, so now it's time to swat and kill some more flies that for some reason laugh in your face. I just get this stubborn fly, but thankfully enough I quickly take down the next couple flies, so I don't waste up too much time here. And with that, another golden banana is down! Donkey Kong! And now it's time to begin Chunky Kong's adventure into Angry Aztec, and to finally complete it too. And now we will finally begin the only other golden banana that can be hard to beat in this level. The reason why this one is tough is because Chunky Kong, as lots of players are aware of, Chunky Kong will have to carefully walk on these narrow platforms, avoiding the burning sand while lifting some heavy objects. And it can be a little bit more tougher because you're dealing with all these zingers that can be a pain in the ass when trying to do this one. But if you use the triangle trample move, it makes it a lot. It thankfully enough makes this one easier, but still be very careful, otherwise that will happen that I just showed off. Blah, 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 blah. And I get hit again like an idiot. And they're starting to spawn back, which can make things even tougher and more annoying in order to beat this. See what I mean? Thankfully enough, I play it again. Yeah, play that triangle and kill the zingers. Yeah, kill those annoying grenade pooping zingers. And I've almost lost all my life. I just wanted to represent why I think this one is tough. A hard golden banana when involves Angry Aztec. And with that, we have the first golden banana for Chunky Kong. And with that, we've revived Chunky Kong's health completely. And we're going into Candy Kong's shop to restock Chunky Kong's musical energy. Just quickly, and then we'll skip everything else. Yep, and there we go. There we go. Restore the energy. enter the temple in order to complete Chunky Kong's golden banana in here. Da 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 blah 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 blah. And it being quite tough because of the stupid glitch I mentioned before. There we go, finally out. And now we will enter this temple, but before we get the golden banana, it's important to note that there are several bananas, for regular bananas, for Chunky Kong. Chunky Kong, one that lots of players before have forgotten is this grove right over here, and there's another group, and there's up to 10 of them underneath the water. But I guess I decided to get the golden banana here, and if you're quick enough, you can play the triangle trample. You can play the triangle. You can actually play the triangle here on the pad and actually kill off both the enemy. Yeah, both the clobbers. Yep, that's right. Clobbers do return in this game from Donkey Kong Country 2, and that was them right there. And this challenge is really simple, even easier than the clobber the claptrap challenge in the last game. Yeah, clobber the claptrap challenge when involved Tiny Kong. Because this time around they don't even have any jaws as soon as you take them down, but they can still hurt you a little bit. But it's not as bad as as with Tiny Kong, where you had to avoid both the jaws both those, snapping jaws of theirs that tend to come back. But as you see the room revolves, and it's up to Chunky Kong to use his brutal strength to take down these claptraps. And with that, we got another golden banana. And if you can actually successfully, and with that, I did it right, and quickly got the golden banana to save time. And there we go, that took down all the enemies, and even the clobbers too, which is nice. Okay, and now we're going to get that banana balloon that plenty of players like myself who first did this game, but I bet most players nowadays don't forget about doing this one, getting this one. But there's a banana balloon in here, and with that I still do that stupid Wii glitch that doesn't allow me to summon out that makes it a little bit more difficult to summon out the stupid weapon, for crying out loud. But yeah. And there I go again, not being successful at getting out the weapon. Gotta say, it's so much easier on the N64 version or the Nintendo 64 version. Yes, nice, and I got it on the first try. And now it's finally time to exit the temple once and for all never to come back here, and I really mean it, never to come back to this place. And for me as a player, I really mean this. Now that I've recorded and shared this on YouTube, I'm never coming back here. I mean, I know this game's a lot of fun and it's a real hoot, but I don't have to come. I've just never had to play this again. I played this game like so many times before for my childhood, and when it comes to being, yeah, a young adult into a teenager. So I'm all done finally playing this game after I finally get it all onto you. Yeah, get every one of these parts onto YouTube. Even though some of them, unfortunately, have some, yeah, at least about 2 of them had really bad glitching. And some of them have kinda bad, yeah, have a little bit of bad glitching, but it's nothing as major as those 2 parts I've mentioned before, yeah, in the previous videos. Okay, and weirdly enough, there's actually a golden banana actually within this tunnel for Chunky Kong, but I'm trying to get rid of these annoying enemies if I have to, so then they won't get in the way, and to do this, Chunky has to turn into a giant again.
Squawk! This ability uses your crystal coconuts. Cancel the move by holding Z and pressing C left.
And now we are Giant Chunky again. And the key here is to lift this gigantic boulder and then place it on, and then place it on this switch. You'll have to be kind of precise. Sometimes you can kind of stupidly enough miss, and it's, yeah, to raise that cage. But thankfully enough, I didn't miss that time and did it perfectly. So yeah, and now we'll jump into a new bonus barrel stage, which I failed quite a couple of times because it's kind of an annoying one. It's a bit tough.
Bonus stage.
Anyway, it's survive the onslaught of critters. Press A to fire the ammunition. That's what he's basically saying there. I skip it because it's so self-explanatory. I don't even think I needed to explain it. Yeah, I'm sorry about showing this off. I probably did fail. Probably failed this about like up to maybe 3 or 2 times. I don't remember which, but eventually I get the hang of it. Yeah. They were so utterly short. I thought to myself there was no point in editing these out compared to some of the other ones I'll do. Man! I can't believe he even hit me that time. I can't believe one of those stupid critters hit me that time. Yeah, see, these are kind of annoying because near the beginning it's really irritating trying to hit all these enemies, hit all these stupid critters near the beginning. That makes this challenge a bit tough near the beginning. But once you thankfully enough hit all the critters, you can then start hitting the new everyone that spawns all of a sudden, and then it's no issue. Okay, there we go.
And now we're blasting all these critters.
But unfortunately, I get hit again like a moron. Because I was being a little bit reckless. That's another thing. You gotta make sure you don't, after you hit them all very quickly and actually get them, and actually get these critters that you actually are able to. That you're actually able to stay in one position to hit a certain critter with the ammunition, and then target the next, and then target each one that starts to spawn for. Like this order right there. So yeah, hit the critter right there and just stay in place and keep blasting them. That's the whole key to beating this beating the Busty Barrel Barrage bonus barrel challenges. And I mean challenges because, yet again, this is another bonus barrel challenge where you do it 3 times in a row in the game.
Blasting away those critters with my awesome pineapple launcher bazooka,
Shooting away at the pineapples, and with that, completed! I tried editing this before, but it doesn't really make a difference. It's only like a minute or 2 really edited, and I thought it didn't matter. Compared to some of the other edits and cuts I've done. So I thought, yeah, it didn't really make a difference. I mean, basically, you're still seeing a completed 35-minute video. Thankfully enough, I didn't have to re-record this at all. So like, this is the very first recording and the only recording I had to do for this part, which was awesome, by the way. I still feel really bad, though, that my entire recording equipment completely missed out on the small part where I went into Tiny Kong's maze. In Angry Aztec. Thankfully enough, you get to see the rest of the Kongs in action, and of course anybody who can be able to view the rest of it. But I know without a doubt, once I don't show that off, I'm gonna get lots of low view. I'm gonna start getting less view counts for my videos, most likely. Yeah, in the future, once for future parts, most likely, once they realize they don't have the entire game on here. Well, in my Let's Play, and I missed out on at least one banana. I thankfully enough explained how to get it. It's just a real pain in the ass that my recording equipment did that. Thank goodness that was like the only real time except for like that one little time in Frantic Factory, and then one time, of course, in the next world I'm going to be going into, where it thankfully enough glitched like crazy, for crying out loud. Thankfully enough, newer games like the one I'm doing, like the one I'm currently uploading onto YouTube and I'm done recording, thankfully enough, don't have those kind of issues. I just don't know why it seems to be older games that, even in an HD version, like real old games like this one, for example, that seem to have that glitching issue with the Elgato. Just doesn't seems to make sense. I just didn't want to use my Pinnacle because for some odd reason there's always constant amounts of lag in just about every single part, and I can only do 15 minutes for each recording, so thus that would be really annoying to have to stop it after 15 minutes and then record it yet again. I know one part of another Let's Play I've gotten done, yeah, and then another one, too, that it's going to have lots of lag in a certain part. But anyway, as you see within this maze, there are lots of clobbers in here. Thankfully enough, I used the triangle trample blast to take him down. And now, we'll see Chunky Kong's shockwave blast in action, taking down this dirt pad. And it... now this time, without any glitching, of course. And as you see, Chunky Kong has to burp. Oh, how dignified of you. And now it's time to take down Chunky Kong's Kasplat, which is the only Kasplat in in one of these mazes. There we go. And I got the hit. Finally there, I hit the switch. Yeah, not only, for some reason, I don't know why Chunky Kong's maze is the longest and requires the most work, but, oh well. Still not that hard. I've already explained this one, so let's just get on with the blasting carnage. And now we're starting to blast the crap out of the critters. Thankfully enough, on the Wii U version, this challenge is always very easy for some odd reason. And I really mean it. It's really easy on the Wii U and even easier on than the N64. And with that, another golden banana is down. And unfortunately, I get hit by a zinger, just like, oddly enough, how I got hit by Mad Jack's nose, which didn't make any sense. reason I always do Chunky Kong's forward flip spin thing is because Chunky Kong doesn't really have, like I said, like a lot of characters, he doesn't have any other way to move really quickly through a world other than doing that. I tried seeing if there was a move for him like with Z and B, but apparently the instruction guide, the Prima's instruction guide got that really incorrect. It's only, as I've mentioned, Donkey Kong and Tiny Kong that have a move that you can do while moving, when pressing Z and then the B button. So, right, it's only them, not Chunky Kong. I've tried it already and nothing happened. And now we'll collect the last of Chunky Kong's golden little bananas, and the last of his golden bananas. Thankfully enough, this is like really easy. His last bananas, as anybody can see, they're right there and really simple to get. And with that, we have another golden banana and another blueprint piece down for Snide. Da, 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 da. do. And now, time to get the last 3 little bananas for Angry Aztec, and really the last ones in this entire world. And then we'll go on to finally finishing up Jungle Japes, nicely enough.
And with that, that's all the bananas down.
But before we go, we still have to stay as Chunky Kong, because we can now get another golden banana for Lanky Kong. Da, 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 da. Anyway, the reason I saved Chunky Kong, Lanky Kong, and Tiny Kong for last at least for Jungle Japes is because it makes it go by so much quicker to. Okay.
X marks the spot for Chunky and gives him a chance to use his weight.
Yeah, it's not that hard to decipher. Anyway, the reason I just was about to mention why I leave Lanky, Tiny, and Chunky Kong for last, well, it just makes I've heard from lots of people that it just makes things go faster, just to have all 3 of them, tackle all 3 of them instead of of course, going back later.
Squawks! I found another banana, Lanky Brock!
Yeah, instead of trying to do Jungle J, instead of trying to do Jungle J, Jungle Japes after you free Lanky Kong and Tiny Kong, and then having to come all the way back here yet again in order to do Chunky Kong. Yeah, it does go a lot faster, of course. Anyway, I decided to be Tiny Kong because she has, like, the first group of bananas, out of the 3 characters here to play as. But thankfully enough, because this is the first world of the game, this is, gonna be really easy. And sliding and taking down that Dante. And now collecting more bananas and doing another new bonus barrel challenge with Tiny Kong. Thankfully, oddly enough, this one's only done twice throughout the game, which I don't know why. Collect all the coins, but watch out for the starfish. or the Sure Eyes, which actually appeared in Donkey Kong Country 2. So that's pretty awesome that yet again another enemy from Donkey Kong Country 2 returns in this game, or the Sure Eyes. Nice. Thankfully enough, this first one is pretty simple when it comes to collecting the coins, and thankfully enough, avoiding the Sure Eyes. Just be careful not to hug too much of the wall, otherwise it slows down Tiny Kong's momentum by a whole lot. For some reason, I do not know why. I don't know why. I just didn't decide to continue to move forward like I should have. But don't worry, this is so easy. I can complete it. There we go. And with that, we got another golden banana down. And now, time to switch out to Lanky Kong. And get his first golden banana of Jungle Japes. Oranga sprint, jumping at great speeds. Yeah, use those elastic rubber arm bands to take down the Nante. Okay, and now it's time to finally see the last of the maze challenges in the game, which is the second hardest one to complete in the game. Destroy all the baddies, then head for the checkered flag. Yeah, which is like the second hardest to do of these. But thankfully enough, the first one is always it's thankfully enough real easy. I mean, and it's done by Lanky Kong, so like I said, a real piece of cake. As we race through this maze, easily clobbering the crud out of these critters. And see, and with that, it's completed. And with that, we have the next golden banana for Lanky Kong. Avoiding the Nantes with style. I just decided to skip it because, of course, we still need Lanky Kong in order to complete this next one. Thankfully enough, this one's also a real cinch, and can also be done, made even easier by doing one little thing, which I executed off no problem because of the whole little glitchy thing involving this game. Alright.
Don't those pegs look a little loose to you?
And with this, I don't get out my grape shooter. Alright, simpler than you think. All you gotta do is just take down all these zingers. No big deal. They don't even move very fast. Yeah, 2 different ways. I just did the easiest way to deal with them. And with that, they are clobbered. And with that, we have another banana down for Lanky Kong, and soon a banana fairy tale. Oh, I missed again. Oh, what a shame. I don't even know how that was a good shot. Anyway, this has been the Master Chief 1. I hope that you've all enjoyed my Donkey Kong Country, well, 1080p, you know, Let's Play and all that other stuff. Part number, I think this is, yeah, part number 9. I'll see you in part 10. Goodbye.